looking for a brighter future should be resolved by the country alone, by the country itself, or by the EU legislation.
We must do something to help stop this illegal immigration, or else if it can't be strengthened, we should find other ways so that these immigrants go to other countries and not to tiny places like Lampedusa and Malta.
Often, emigration is for economic reasons.
Many well-educated young Italians must go away to find a job. And many go to Britain and London.
I work with students who comes from other countries. So I always say that I haven't been traveling that much, but I have the whole world in my classroom. So
because I'm living alone here without my family, without my parents, it's very difficult. I'm living in one camp. There is a lot of people from Afghanistan. 11.
Swedish people are friendly. They care about foreigners move from another country, and they give a chance to study, to live here, to have a new life here. For some people move from wars, the country have some wars.
Across the country, war memorials remind us of the horror and destructive nature of war. On the 11th of November, every year, a remembrance service is held across the world.
If we kind of go over the atrocities of the past, we will know as a society to prevent them in the future. So I think it's really important that we remember the sacrifice that was made.
Possibly it should be changed, and it should be more about the people who were left at home as well. But for me, I always get the impression that you're more remembering the people who were injured.
I think focus should be put on it not happening again. More focus on peace rather than the war itself.
I think there's a emerging appeal of the white poppy appeal rather than the red poppy appeal, which focuses on the ideas of pacifism, and there's this kind of atrocities not happening again rather than just the whole remembering. It's going to have to be in the future a culmination of the white and red poppy, because the cause of the red poppy is such a good one, and I don't think that the white poppy can compete on that level, but the level of pacifism and remembering the atrocities and making sure that these things don't happen again, I think that the white poppy is well deserved.
In Sweden, we visited Norrköping synagogue, where we met Sebastian, a Polish Jew. Sebastian told us how his parents survived the horrors of World War II and looked forward to a life under a communist regime which promised equality and freedom for everyone. For his own protection, Sebastian's parents did not raise him as a Jew. In 1968, with war raging across communist countries, Sebastian's parents were given 24 hours to leave Poland, as the Jewish people were made scapegoats for the conflict. This left Sebastian unsure of who he was.
Jewish people in Israel don't feel the need to come to the synagogue because they are Jewish. For Sebastian, it is important because this is identity. You know who you are. When people, when they sort of said you're a Jew, he ran home and says, what's a Jew? History has proved that it's sometimes very difficult to survive the persecution that occurred, and particularly when we think of what happened in the Holocaust, in World War II.
The adult refugees were very much afraid of the hospitality being withdrawn and that they would be returned to the place that they came from under the German domination.
The Nobel Peace Prize is named after Alfred Nobel, the Swede who thought he had stopped wars forever with his discovery of dynamite. A discovery so dangerous, he thought no one would dare use it and presented it to the campaigners for peace. Since then, the Nobel Prize has been